Welcome to the first video of 2026 where I didn't feel like drawing. So you're gonna watch Overwatch gameplay. I'm so great, aren't I? Oh my god. And now you're probably wondering, where the hell did you go? This always happens. I'm really bad at this. Like I always say. Well, let me just give you the little rundown of what happened between June of 2025 and today, January 22nd, 2026. Well, I lost motivation, obviously, but what else has happened? Surely there's been some good things that happened to you during this time period. Well, yes. Got some projects done, made Christmas gifts. That was pretty nice. Won concert tickets, went to some concerts, including one literally last week. Let me think. Oh, I got a tattoo. That was nice, it hurt a little bit, which is expected, a bunch of mini needles going into my arm. And, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, I broke my fucking tooth. Yep, I fell face first onto concrete literally the day after my tattoo appointment, and I didn't brace myself, didn't try to catch myself or anything. Nope, my face just hit the ground, and I broke my front tooth, my front left tooth at the top. So you can see it when I smile and stuff, which at the moment, obviously, I was in a lot of distress. I also cut under my lip, and there's a little scar now, and of course a lot of blood, a lot of crying, a lot of freaking out. Took a mini hospital trip as well, just to make sure I don't have a concussion or anything, and I wound up having to get some shots because I fell on dirty concrete. Well, at the time I didn't really like my tooth. Obviously, I had a lot of image issues with it. I felt like I maybe wasn't as nice looking as I once was, but now it's 2026. It's been a couple months, and I honestly quite like it. I like the chip in my tooth, and it's not affecting my speech in any way. At the time it kind of did because, my lip was swollen, but I do really like the chip in my tooth now, and it's sticking around. I had appointments to fix it and stuff, but I was like, you know what? I kind of like it, it makes me different in some ways, so I quite like it. But that is not the subject of this video. So, a little story time. I guess a little story time. When I was making Christmas gifts, I made two very special Christmas gifts. I made two dolls. I customized them, of course, and I made one of my very dearest friends. I love her very much. I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if she wants me to. But I also made a doll version of Hornet from Hollow Knight for another friend of mine, and each doll has their own uniqueness, and I really enjoyed the process of it, and I really do wish I could have made a video or something about it. I have some videos here and there, like just little Snapchat videos I sent to people during this process, but I never sat down and talked about it in a YouTube video. The closest I've ever gotten was my very popular Miku repaint, which I'm amazed how much attention that got, and that's very nice. But anyways, recently, more I would say about 3 days ago, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a few days, but I finished another doll that I started in 2024, and I would just love to just talk about it because I'm obsessed with how she came out. And I also posted the doll on Reddit and on Instagram, but Reddit got more attention, and a lot of people really liked it, which honestly, it makes me really happy. Of course, I love when other people can enjoy the art I create. So I'm going to take this time now and just talk about this doll, and I very much am just really excited about it. And now, I mentioned this doll once before. I don't remember what video it was in, but maybe I can insert a clip right here. Maybe if I find it. As of right now, I'm working on a custom doll of my OC Laverne, and I have like her outfit and everything made. I need to remake like one of her like socks or whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is not the video for that. Well, I mentioned my doll Laverne. Laverne is an OC of mine, and she's been around for a few years now, like a long time. I'd say definitely during middle school is when I created her. And through some years, she's gotten changes, and her current design is honestly super cute, and I love it so much. And I love it to the point where I made a doll of her. And like I said, I started this in 2024, but we all know what happened at the end of that year, and I completely lost motivation for her. And I also, at the time, made a Lazarus doll, which is Princess OC, which I constantly draw Akuma with. And I made one for Prince and one for me, just to keep because I have my Akuma doll. Thought it'd be really cute to display them together. My Laz is not finished. Her Laz is finished though, and she loves it. She loves the doll I did for her, which makes me very happy. But this video isn't about Laz. It's about Laverne. So, I guess the first place to start is the doll base itself. So the base I used for my Laverne doll was originally just fully a Generation 1 Claudine from Monster High with Frankie's arms, because the doll, when I bought it on Macari, didn't have arms, so I had to buy some replacement arms. And then during the process of creating the outfit, I sewed all the outfit myself. I even made the shoes myself, which honestly is a accomplishment, honestly, I think. During this time, I bought one of the Generation 3, well, I actually bought two of the Generation 3 Buried Secrets dolls because I'm a sucker for blind boxes, and I got Claudine and Cleo. And I tried to experiment on the Claudine doll to try to make the joints more movable because, um, they're budget dolls. They don't really have a lot of joints. And, it didn't really work out. So I was left with a dismembered doll and a doll head. And I honestly really like the way Generation 3 heads look. I like that they're more of like they have more like a smile to them, and they're a little more cartoony. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna switch out the Generation 1 Claudine head with a Generation 3. So Laverne is a Generation 1 body and a Generation 3 head. And I love, like, whenever I started working on this doll again, because I got like the whole outfit done, and then that's when I stopped. Um, and I also made the stand myself. The stand was, let me think, it's a wooden dowel with a ribbon around the waist or torso area so the doll can stay in place. And the base of it is a wooden coaster I found at like Michael's. So I've been making some stands. Like the two Christmas gifts I made stands for them. And of course now Laverne has a stand, as I was just saying. And I honestly really like how they turned out. I like that I added the stripes on the stand that are like the same stripes on her socks. And yeah, but that's where I stopped. Like mid 2024 is when I stopped working on this doll. And after Christmas, of course, I was like, let's do this. I want to work on this doll again. This seems like a lot of fun. Especially because I just got off of doing 2 dolls for Christmas, so it kind of like reignited like a little spark in me. So I created the hair with yarn wefts. Those are just brushed out pieces of yarn, and you glue one end to make a weft. Well, you can look on YouTube videos for this type of stuff. I'm not going to try to go into too much detail. I'm definitely not like I'm very much a beginner. I guess I still consider myself a beginner with customizing dolls. But definitely check out like other creators that actually specializes in their channels with dolls and stuff. But Laverne's hair was very fun to color match. I was in Michael's trying to color match her hair to the drawing. Same thing with when I made her outfit too. And then her face is just painted with acrylic paints, And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Her face was painted with acrylic paints. I used some chalk pastels and some color pencils actually like on her eyes, and that was very fun. I originally was planning on making a YouTube video painting her face much like I did with the Miku doll, but I do not have the equipment to do that. Whenever I made the Miku doll, I used my phone to record it, and my phone just doesn't have the space for that anymore. And also, I guess I was kind of more in the zone with it, so I didn't really want to shove a camera in there and mess up my flow. But yeah, and her hair was just glued on at the end of the day, and I styled her hair. And I'm just obsessed with her little buns, honestly. And then her bangs were very difficult to cut. Matter of fact, there is a little piece of the purple side of her bangs where her eye is like poking out a little bit, so that is kind of distracting to me anyways, but maybe if I didn't mention it nobody would notice it, so I kind of messed myself over on that. But yeah, that's really all there is to say about this doll. The ears actually are made of clay because I had to cut off Claudine's wolf ears and I would just have them laying around my desk somewhere. um, the little hearts on her face aren't in her original design, but I did wanted to add them because I just thought it would just be like a little cute, you know? And yeah, that's pretty much it for this doll. I just really went over it very basically. Um, I mean, well, her outfit too. Alongside the little like tie around her waist, she has like a little chain, which again isn't in her original design. And I really just added it because when I was looking through my box of craft stuff that I have, I saw a spool of chain and I was like, maybe I should like use that because I have a whole big spool of chain that I haven't been using. So I used it a little bit, you know. Hopefully I can put it and implement it in more projects in the future, specifically with dolls, because I can definitely see myself making more dolls in the future. I definitely have like a lot of ideas. And yeah, at the end of the day, I took pictures of her and I was like, oh my god, my Christmas tree is still up, and it is still up, like as of today. As of recording, it's still up. And I was like, I can like just put her in the tree, you know? I can just put her in the tree and take a picture of her, and it'd be really cute. So, yeah, that's basically it. I honestly just wanted to make a video of me yapping about this doll, because she's just really cute. And honestly, maybe one of my most maybe my favorite doll I've done so far. I don't know. I can't pick. I can't pick favorites here because these are all my OCs. Well, Miku isn't my own character, obviously. Neither is Hornet, but and like the person I made, that's not a character. That's a real person. But anyways, out of all the dolls I've made, I think so far this one is definitely my favorite. I loved how her face came out. I took some really good love and care into making this doll, and I mean, it wasn't ideal that I took such long of a break working on this doll, but my motivation was all out of whack, and even now I'm really trying to get back into stuff. Like hell, I'm making a YouTube video right now and I haven't in like months. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed me talking for a little bit, especially as you know, the first video of 2026. I want to wish everybody that is watching a happy new year, and I really hope I can make more content more consistently. I'm trying to get my life back together. I'm trying to better myself for the new year, you know, New Year's resolutions and all that stuff. But I do think this is a great first step in trying just to get back into a familiar area with my stuff. So, with that all being said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day or your evening, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you next time. One more thing to add for those who could have been actually paying attention to this gameplay. Let me show you how this game ended.
seek answers